What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. We finally got DNA confirmation that Willow is in fact Nina's other daughter. It's about time somebody got some DNA in this damn show. It's about time. Everybody just taking everybody's word for stuff. I'm like, no. Um, so the judge came back with her ruling, and Nina lost her battle. She lost her fight for visitation. And it was so crazy because then Nina tried to sit there and beg Michael and Willow, talking about, oh, can we compromise? Can we do, you know, supervised visitation? I mean, I've been suggested that, but it's a little too late for all that. That supervised visitation and trying to compromise should have happened or tried to happen before she filed her petition. She should have tried to go that route before she filed paperwork. You know what I mean? Now it's too late to try to make a deal. It's way too late for that. They got what they wanted. I feel like Nina is delusional. I don't, some people call Nina a psychopath. For me, I don't see her as a psycho. This is just my opinion. I don't see her as a psycho. I see her more as delusional sociopath, maybe. But she just lives in a fantasy world sometimes. Like she got her moments where she can be sane, but I would at least give the girls supervised visits. You know what I mean? At least. I mean, don't get me wrong. They don't have to give her anything at this point. But I would try to compromise it still that way. Because right now, the ball is in their court since they won. Um, it was so funny watching the judge chastise Scott. Scott was slinking all up in his chair. I said, Scott, you did poorly. He came in strong in the beginning, but you did poorly towards the end. He was poor. Um, Like he need to do better. He need to redeem himself. Cause now he got me scared. Because he's supposed to be representing Trina next. And I'm afraid. Based off of his representation of Nina so far in this, I'm like, it leaves very little hope for Trina. Her mama might want to call another lawyer because I have faith in Scott. Because usually Scott be on his shit. He usually be on his game, but for this, he dropped the ball. And it doesn't help that Nina pretty much stopped him every time he wanted to do something that could help the case or what he thought could help the case. She kept trying to stop him, like trying to slow him down and stuff. I'm like, no, you wanted a shark of an attorney? Let the shark do what they do. You know what I mean? Because Diane brought her A game. You need Scott to bring his. He's going up against a reputable attorney. And I wanted to say something too because I've seen so many people on Twitter and the message boards and stuff talking about how, like when Diane was questioning Sonny in previous episodes, when he was on the witness stand, people saying how Sonny made Diane and he the reason that she popping. And no, she not. No, he not. Sonny is not the reason Diane is a successful attorney. Sonny hired her back in what 2000, late 2006, early 2007 for the Lorenzo mess. He hired her because of her reputation, a reputation she already established prior to him. Let's just clear the air on that one because some people seem to have forgotten that. Diane was a known attorney prior to Sonny. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a brilliant attorney before him, and she was a brilliant attorney during him and after. Even though I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna represent him again, but Diane is just the shit. She's great at what she does. You know, she lost a couple cases before, but you know what lawyer hasn't? But she still be on her A game now. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not thrilled. Oh yeah, Robert Adamson. He stepped in for Chad today. For some of y'all who don't know who Robert Adamson is, he played Noah Newman previously on The Young and the Restless. So I guess he was filling in for Chad for a little bit. But yeah, it's like I'm not thrilled that Michael's team won. Not really, because I just feel like they always get to win when it comes down to these visitations and custody hearings and dictating who get what with a child. It's annoying sometimes, but I can understand it. I mean, like I said before, I wouldn't let none of them near a child. Let's just be real. I wouldn't let none of them. I wouldn't let none of them babysit a parakeet. Like absolutely not. Um I get it. But anyway, moving on from that. Um, is the gun range the new it spot in town or something like that? Because we done seen Ava there. Now we seeing Anna and Valentine up in there. I'm like, is that a new location now? I like it though. It's for people to blow off steam, especially people who love to shoot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, I like Anna and Valentine. I like it. They was coming in, talking about some, oh, let's have a little game or whatever. I win, you got to take me out or whatever. I'm like, Anna know what she was doing. Because Anna done been away from her man for a little while now. And now that he back in town, she was like, listen, you about to get some of this little England booty. And that's what I was thinking watching. I'm like, Anna, just give him the booty. Just give him that English muffin and call it a night. Because you know you want to. I like them together. But I'm curious, though, what Valentine is up to with Victor. Because when Anna left, he got a phone call from Victor. I'm like, what is this alliance he has with him? Like, is he playing him? Is he really working with him? Like, what is the skinny on that? Like, what's the deal? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know more about this. A part of me feel like Valentine could be playing him, but you never know with Valentine. He is a Cassadine, so he could backslide, into that little dark part of him. You know what I mean? So you never know what his agenda is, and I'm quite curious to find out. I'm very curious to find out what it is. So anyway, moving on from that. Sam was totally annoyed with Spinelli at this point because he keeps trying to avoid her like she Jehovah's Witness or something. I'm like, Spinelli, what is going on with you, sir? Because not only do she want to know, I want to know. Like, what's the tea? Like, what are you up to? Because he talking about he working on some business plan. Well, not a business plan, but he talking about he working on something that he can't talk about right now. And my mind goes to maybe he's developing something business-wise. Maybe an app or something like that he just don't want to talk about yet. I don't know. It could be a dating app that he could be trying to do, because remember, he keep coming to these little functions and stuff trying to date. Maybe that's what he doing. I don't know, but I'm curious, because Sam was definitely annoyed, especially when he called Drew over and stuff like that. She was really irritated. She was rolling her eyes. I don't blame her, because he keep trying to avoid her and not talk to her about stuff. So it's like, what the hell, Spinelli? What are you up to? I want to know. So anyway, I love drunk Brit. I love it. Brit was on one today. Like, she kept trying to tell Brad he need to go hit on the waiter. He need to go try to get with the waiter or whatever. She was just on one. When Terry came to talk to her about Chet and stuff like that, how that didn't work out, Brit is just feeling like love does not exist in that town. Like, she is just, feeling like, throwing a little pity party for herself, just feeling like she never gonna find love. She was sitting there just getting super drunk. Maxie was like, okay, you need to slow down. Maxie said, you need to slow this all the way down, because you was doing too much with this liquor right now. She was going off, and I was here for it. And then some loud ass plane was hovering around on top of them or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell going on? And somebody was parachuting out the damn plane and knocked Brit ass into the pool. I said, no, where the lifeguards at? They done knocked her ass into the pool. I'm like, that's a hell of an entrance. I'm just saying, like, what the hell is going on? So apparently this is Josh Kelly's debut. For those who don't know who Josh Kelly is, he played on One Life to Live. He played Cutter Wentworth on One Life. I'm happy that he on the show, even though I feel like the show is a bit bloated with the cast members, but it's good to see him though, I haven't seen him play on anything in a little while, so it's dope to see him. I wonder who he's actually playing though, like who he gonna be. Like, some people was thinking he was gonna be a recast, maybe a new character, but I'm thinking he new. I'm definitely feeling like he's a new character. So anyway, moving on from that, Dante is trying to talk to Drew about what the hell going on with Michael and ELQ, because Drew seemed like he was surprised that he didn't have a clue what Dante was talking about, because Dante felt like Michael is trying to use ELQ to come after Sonny. And Drew was surprised by that. And he was like, if Michael wants to make a legitimate play for one of Sonny's businesses, then he's on board with that. But he said as far as Michael trying to get revenge by using the company, he's not going to allow that. Because he said he's not about to allow Michael to weaken ELQ. And my thing is, how the hell is Drew going to stop Michael? Number one. Number two, I feel like this little merger that they trying to do may weaken ELQ. because I really don't see why ELQ needs to merge with Aurora. Like, what's the financial benefits to this? I feel like it'll weaken ELQ because ELQ is a much bigger company than Aurora. So what the hell they need to merge for? Um, and I could see Michael trying to go after Sonny's legitimate and illicit businesses. I could see him doing it because I remember a few years back, well, years ago, Jax pretty much threatened Anthony Zakara with that. I remember he threatened Anthony that he would go after his illegal businesses to draw the attention of the IRS. And that could be what Michael tries to do to Sonny. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure Michael is about to hit back at Sonny. Especially after Sonny testified pretty much on behalf of Nina in court. Michael's going to come after him hard. Like, this little game that Michael and Sonny are playing with each other, it's about to intensify. And I'm curious to see what Michael's next move is going to be. That's going to be interesting for me. I'm deadly curious about it. And what kind of, power move he's about to do. Because I'm pretty sure whatever he do, he better knock Sonny out the park. Because when Sonny hit back, it ain't going to be cute. I'm just saying, it's not going to be pretty. So anyway, moving on from that. BLQ and Chase started talking. I was so disappointed in Chase because I'm like, sir, why are you changing your mind? Like, he is really willing to compromise his career for BLQ. Like, he changed his mind talking about, oh, he's willing to help her with Link and keep an eye on him for her. Didn't he just recently say that if he did that, that would be illegal? He could end up losing his job permanently because of stuff like that? Like, dude, you really are willing to compromise your career for this girl? Like, really? I wouldn't have did it. If I was him, I would have stuck to my guns. I would have stuck right to my guns and stayed out of that mess. He could support her without doing something illegal to jeopardize his career. BLQ just need to come up with a new way to handle Link. I mean, I like BLQ and Chase together, but part of the problem I see between the two of them is ethics versus her doing things, underhanded, pretty much. Like, I just feel like there's an ethics problem. I would hate to see Chase, compromise his job and stuff and his career for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like whatever underhanded tactics she want to do, she need to leave him out of it. Because that's going to present a problem. Because now what if he loses his job and stuff? Eventually, he going to end up resenting her for it. And it's just going to cause even more tension in their relationship or future relationship. I feel like whatever she has planned for Link, Chase needs to stay out of it. Unless it becomes a legal matter. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out of that. Support her from the sidelines, be her man and support her. But I think BLQ needs to handle that on her own. She got herself into that mess. She need to find a way to get herself out without compromising her man and his position. That's how I feel. Honestly. So anyway, moving on from that. Spencer was a little cocky. He's sitting here trying to tell Ava, oh, well, I'm trying to go into a 5-star hotel, so I'm going to need you to give me my money. Ava was like, I'm not giving you shit. Ava said, I'm not giving you nothing until you are out of here completely. When you move out of here completely, then I'll give you your money. Not a moment sooner. I don't blame her because she don't trust Spencer. She don't trust his word. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say he won't get the money and still try to stay and all that? Yeah, I don't blame her. She need to take that gun out of her purse and put that bullet. She need to shoot that gun right in Nicholas's nether regions. I'm just saying, she needs to shoot that thing off because he pissed me off. I'm like, Nicholas, what are you doing? I'm like, you really slept with this girl? Like, they was on that living room floor. They was on the study floor just doing a Humpty Dump. I'm like, what is y'all doing? And then he's sitting there, oh, I feel like I took advantage of you. Nicholas knew deep down he wanted to sleep with that girl probably from the moment he met her. He been wanting to sleep with her. Because if he had no interest in sleeping with her, he would have never crossed that line. Ever. So he pretty much had it in him to do it. He knew he wanted to. And Esme's plan is working. And my thing is, did he even use protection? Like, you just up in here just slipping her to Shillelagh all raw dog and stuff. Like, are you crazy? Nicholas is an idiot. Like, what is going on? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. When did Nicholas become this dumb? Like, what is going on? Oh my God. Ava need to whoop both their ass at this point. Then gonna sit here and lock the door. So now Spencer and Ava done walked upstairs and stuff because she looking for Nicholas and Spencer looking for Esme. So they both walked upstairs and noticed her jacket up there, and the door is locked. How are they going to explain a locked door? Because Nicholas and Esme heard Spencer calling out for her. So how you going to explain that door being locked? Nicholas is an idiot. I'm really team Ava right now because I really hope at this point she just takes his ass to the cleaners. Don't call Scott though. I know Ava usually likes to call Scott for legal matters. Don't call Scott. Call Martin. That's who you need to call. Call him and let him represent you in your divorce. Because at this point, I don't tolerate infidelity. Once infidelity go down, them rings come off. Fuck all of that. Ava needs to get her shit. Burn his life to the ground. I would take Windermere for shits and giggles if I was Ava. I would burn Nicholas's life to the ground. I would make him wish he never slept with that little tart. I would fuck Nicholas up. Like the fact that he could do that in their home and you smash your son's girl, even though he don't want her no more like that, it's like, damn, Nicholas, he done slumped just to a whole new low. Like how, ugh. And I want to know how low did he go, but damn, Nicholas. I would have never expected this from him back then. Like if you would have told me Nicholas would have pulled some shit like this a few years back, I would have never believed it. I cannot believe him. He deserved his ass whooped. I cannot wait to see Ava's reaction when she find out about all this. Because I know Ava. Ava, when she gets hurt by a dude or when she gets hurt by anybody, she is in full revenge mode. Nobody's going to be able to talk her out of this. She is going to get him. If they write Ava true to form, she is coming for him when she find out about this. I'm telling you now, Nicholas's ass is grass and Ava's the lawnmower. She about to mow him down. And I can't wait to see it. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.